How are you today? Are you feeling a little frustrated about the pandemic, about the way things are going right now? I'm sure you're feeling that in your personal life as well as in your professional life. I know at times when I look at what's happening, we're going into this uh, wave. I don't know what number of wave it is for you, but here in Canada, they're calling it the fifth wave with the Omicron variant, and it's frustrating. We have been enduring now for almost 2 years with massive disruption to our personal and our professional lives. I I know that frustration is getting people down and is making it difficult for people to move forward. So I wanted to break a little bit from the usual type of content that I make related to the heavy duty parts industry and just take a minute to talk to you about things that I've personally been doing to help me cope. Now, is this some sort of like silver bullet that's just going to magically make all my problems disappear and, ensure that I am going to be in a positive mindset 100% of the time? No. Just like you, I've had my ups and downs. I've had disappointments. I've had setbacks caused by the pandemic, and I've also been able to enjoy some really amazing things as well. So it truly has been kind of a mixed bag, if you will. But there's 5 things that I have been doing to try to help me to stay positive, to continue to move forward despite feeling negative feelings, despite um, experiencing setbacks, despite feeling, like it's just when is this going to end and almost wanting to give up. But you know, one of the things I know from my life experience, and for some of you who know me very well, early in my life, things went very, very badly, and I put myself through a lot. And so, one thing I do know is that when things are bad, when things are at their worst, when you're feeling sometimes like you're at your breaking point, it's important to take a moment to just pause because this will pass. History is a good lesson for us. If we look back over 100 years ago, the Spanish flu rocked the world of 1918 through 1920. And they didn't have the advanced medical technology and infrastructure that we have today. And so some some estimates are that 50 million people lost their lives. Now, what we've been experiencing the last couple of years in this pandemic is no less tragic in the sense that we know global numbers are showing over 5 million people have lost their lives. And that is 90% better than 100 years ago, but still an absolutely devastating tragedy. And even if we haven't been impacted to that level where we've lost a loved one, we still had to endure over almost 2 years all of this uncertainty, these ups and downs. So, what are the things that have helped me to stay positive and to move forward? I'm going to share that with you now, and hopefully it'll help just a little bit. Maybe it'll brighten your day a little bit. So, the first thing that I have done, and this is something I've done over the last couple years. Actually, I started this project before the pandemic began, and I'm very grateful I did because I really think there's a connection both in our personal lives and in our business lives, our professional lives, that healthy minds and healthy bodies go a long way to offsetting negative feelings and just the stress and strain of what we've had to endure over the last couple years. I know for myself, focusing on mental health first and then following that up with an expanded focus on physical health has done wonders for my mental health and for my energy levels and my overall level of positivity. So if you haven't had an opportunity to really do that for yourself, I think this is a priority because if we're not in a good place, if we're not in a healthy place, we can't help anybody else. And we're going to have a hard time being there for our friends and our family or being there for our business. So, number one, focus on healthy mind, healthy body. The second thing that I've found to be very useful, and I don't do this well when I'm first confronted with a problem, but then as I work through it, I end up kind of turning to this as my method of dealing with any challenges or problems that come up. The better you understand the problem, the better quality solution you can come up with. And so when you are confronted with a problem or a setback, I recommend taking some time to really analyze the problem and understand it in its entirety. Because if you don't understand everything you can about the problem, you may try to put a solution in place that is not going to address the entire problem. And this causes ongoing strain as you try to move forward, because, of course, it won't be as successful. So it's kind of a weird thing when you're facing a problem, you want to like immediately come up with a solution, but lingering a little bit in trying to understand the problem in a greater capacity can actually go a long way to helping you be solution oriented. And that is what the purpose of that is. It's not to linger in our negativity or our depression, or to, have self pity because we're facing some problem, but it's rather with the purpose of being solution oriented. Excuse me. Just got a tickle in my throat there. Okay, number three, the third thing that helps me stay positive and helps me to stay focused on a more positive future, is that the act of helping others, of taking time to provide assistance to others, is a great way to distract yourself from the issues that you're having, and it's a great way to get perspective on the issues that you are facing personally. The fourth thing is to be willing to ask for help. You see, if you're a person who puts in the effort to help others, then when you need help, people are much more likely to help you. So don't wait too long. If you're facing a problem or a challenge, reach out to people and ask for help, and be very specific in the kind of help that you're looking for. And maybe the person you're talking to today can't help you, but they might know someone who can. So this has personally been something that I have benefited from and has helped me to stay positive. Uh, the other thing too, and this is number 5 on my list, is to be creating contingency plans. Now, you have to be careful that you don't get kind of that analysis paralysis going on where you just can't make a decision. But for example, we've got the HDAW trade show coming up at the end of January. We're at the peak of this surge of the Omicron variant. Travel plans are not certain in any way, especially for myself who has to cross the border. But today I created a contingency plan for the HDAW show, and that has alleviated a tremendous amount of stress for me personally. So having a good contingency plan is a good idea, because we can't always, things don't always work out. Things go sideways, and it's very important to have those contingency plans in place. So stay positive, my friends. This is, if you're feeling discouraged right now, try to find ways of moving forward despite your discouragement. This is going to pass. We are going to get through this. We are going to see an end to this pandemic. It will move to that endemic stage, and this current wave we're going through very well may be the actual vehicle for us to get out of the pandemic, as ironic as that sounds. So stay positive. This too is going to pass. Thank you for tuning in. And if you need help in some specific aspect related to the heavy duty parts industry and I'm able to help you, I most certainly will do my best. So just don't hesitate to reach out and ask. That's all you can do. If I can help, I'll do my best to help you. Okay. Take care and stay positive, my friends. Bye bye.